Greetings and welcome to our channel. We are here today in state of Louisiana where you can get authentic Cajun cuisine. And I am here today with Mr. Ed Minvielle. And he is the local fancier and owner of Siegel's Racing Pigeon Supplies here in the United States. Thank you so much, sir, for allowing us to visit you in your store. And later on, he will also show us his breeding loft and give us some idea and knowledge about how to do the racing pigeons. How are you today, sir?
I'm great.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. So, can you tell us a little bit something about yourself, sir?
Well, I've been doing the Charles Siegel company, owning it for 34 years. I've been a lifelong pigeon fancier. My uncle and grandfather had pigeons right on the property where we are now. And so I grew up as a young boy with a experience with racing birds from the time I was barely able to walk. It was a passion. The first time I laid eyes on racing pigeons, specifically racing pigeons, the ones that would fly.
Correct.
I fell in love, and I've been in love with them ever since.
So, because there are some fanciers that are involved with fancy pigeons. Have you been involved with fancy pigeons before?
I did for a short period of time, and you know, I like pigeons, so I like fancy pigeons too.
Correct.
Some of them are absolutely beautiful. But for me, just standing watching a bird wasn't as much fun for me as when I could have the birds be participating in something as active as racing and flying, and just watching the birds fly and is
So
amazing.
you started backyard flying, something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then club racing before.
Yeah.
And can you tell us something about the difference between the club racing back in the day and now? Because I know you are selling the modern clock, which is the Benzing M3. And you're also selling the M2, right?
M2 and M3.
M2 and
G2,
M3.
all the Benzing clocks. Yeah.
Benzing or this type of clocks, they're not around long time. I mean, back in the day.
Back when I was a young child, we didn't have clocks at all.
How do you do it?
We rode a bicycle.
There you go. The same thing when I was in the Philippines. I was like 11 or 12 years old. You know, they will toss the birds like 100 miles or 200 miles. We have to wait the whole day and then grab the bird, and then whoever run first.
Yeah.
So two things.
Yeah.
First, the bird should
The bird raced, and then we raced.
So we are on the same page, you know, back in the day. So how long did you do that club racing? Are you still doing the club racing?
I can't. I don't have the time.
You are so
running
busy.
the company is too involved. But what I stay involved with is I have a group of fanciers.
Correct.
Who I call them my partners.
Correct.
I breed here, as I studied the genetics in college, and so I apply my genetic techniques.
Okay.
And then my partners do the racing. So we are in constant contact, some of them every day, where we speak about every aspect of the racing. So it's just as if I was in the loft. What are we putting in the water? How are we training them? How are we feeding them? What kind of medication or vitamins or supplements are we giving them? Everything involving the sport, just as if I was doing it myself, but I'm doing it with 5 or 6 different people.
Okay.
So I'm very involved in that part of it, and I learn a lot that way, because there's still so many challenges to racing in different parts of the country, different conditions of weather. Everything is a challenge.
Correct.
And there's a lot of good competition.
Because you mentioned that you studied the genetics and you are breeding your own birds. Of course, everybody breeds their own pigeon, of course, right?
Within the limitations of what you started with, right?
Correct.
So I bought families of birds already existing,
Correct.
lofts in Europe, and brought them here, and then we began the selection process to meet our needs. And a few of these families have stayed with me for now approaching, in some cases, 25 years.
But the good question is, do you already have your own strain, or are you in the goal of creating your own strain?
If we were to go to Europe together,
Okay.
and we would approach a fancier that's had the pigeons as long as I've had them,
Okay.
it would be his own strain.
Correct.
In my mind, I'm still thinking of those pigeons as Van Loons or
Johnson,
Musketeers or whatever it
Musketeers.
was that I brought in many years ago.
Okay.
It's hard for me, and I'm sure a lot of Americans the same way, to think of themselves as the creator of a family of birds.
Correct.
But I think if you stop and realize that if you've bred these families as long as I've bred them, it's really my own families now. Many of
That's
these
true.
families now, 4 or 5 generations that they've been with me, I'd have to say yes, it's my
But you're not really focusing on that. You're focusing on the success.
I don't. My goal is not to create a family anymore. I
Correct.
thought in the original beginning, yes.
Okay.
I've learned enough about genetics
Uh-huh.
to know that's not really the case.
Okay.
You have to create the great pigeons,
Correct.
and they will take care of creating the family on their own.
Because I'm trying to piggyback with what you said, that you studied about the genetics, and mastering the genetics of these pigeons will give you the opportunity to create your own strain. Am I correct?
Exactly.
So, do you have any particular stock birds or strain that you're keeping, like you're treasuring in your loft?
Well, sure. I mean, we have families of birds that have kind of gotten into my heart because they've done some things for me
Okay.
that make me feel good. They won. We've had some birds that were America's Ace Pigeon, National Ace Pigeon of North America on the Digest Awards. We've done that 2 or 3 times. We've had birds in the national standings of the American Racing Pigeon Union, #1 in the country, first place yearling, #1 yearling in the country, also in the IF. So those families of pigeons that have done those things becomes very special. And I still have all those pigeons.
Really?
I still have the family that created those pigeons. And then we try to make, okay, now where do you go? Well, you got to try to get better, right? You
Yes.
just try to keep going.
So, you've been doing this for almost quarter of a century, right? Or more.
Yep.
So, how many years?
I've been doing pigeons, and since I studied genetics in college, and honestly, I probably was skipping class to study pigeon genetics more than I should have been.
Yes.
But, okay, I studied a lot of genetics in college, and I don't think that I will ever learn all I want to learn about it. But in the years from the graduation in college until now, I would say now I've been breeding pigeons for the better part of 45 years.
45 years. Almost a half of a century. And do you still remember the first, first pedigreed bird that you owned?
Yeah,
And what is the strain of that?
Bastine and Dordan.
Okay.
A combo of Bastine and Dordan.
Did you keep that strain, or you
No, it
switched?
was just one pigeon, and we called him Solo. I only had 7 pigeons.
Okay.
That's what I started with. He was the only good one. But he kept coming back, and I called him Solo because he would come back by himself.
And Bastine is like one of the oldest strains.
Old strain. Yeah.
Right. So what are the characteristics of the birds that you consider while you're acquiring, certain bird? For example, I like this bird. I need to have this in my loft.
I think I look at it differently now than I did before.
Okay.
I used to think that everything was about the shape of the bird or the handling of the bird or the way the bird was built.
Okay.
And I learned there's a lot more to the genetic package in that pigeon than
Okay.
just this.
Do you believe in eye sign, in the wings, those kind of stuff?
I believe in performance.
Performance.
That is the critical thing more important than all other things,
Uh-huh.
performance.
I always hear that. Performance.
It has to be there. I don't care. The shape of the bird will differ in every loft you go into.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Europe and you handle as many birds as I've handled, which is many, many, many thousands and thousands and thousands, some of the world's most famous pigeons I've handled, and they're all phenomenal handling pigeons,
Yes,
but they all handle it a little differently.
correct.
And yet, the common denominator is performance.
Performance, the result
It's
of,
the result.
of their performance.
Exactly.
So how do you feed your birds? Like, how do you take care of them? Like, do you have particular way of feeding them?
I study.
Okay.
I study. There's a lot of information that is constantly changing, but the research that's been done,
Okay.
especially in Belgium, is very good.
Okay.
And they have good information on when you should feed high protein, when you should feed high carbohydrates, when you should feed high fat, not to overfeed, and mixing the types of feed and the types of seeds that will create a mixture that keeps the birds healthy without overfeeding them is also very, very important.
Okay.
And that's something that I've spent a lot of time doing. So I don't say that I feed any specific mix.
Okay.
I feed what's
Like
necessary
percentage of
at the
the
time of
protein?
the year.
Like the percentage of the protein, those kind of stuff and everything.
Well, sure, we watch that, but it has to be good protein.
Yes.
There's lots of different types of protein. So there's good protein and bad protein. Highly digestible protein is what we're looking for. Not all protein is the same.
Okay.
So there again, we study those things and we've learned a lot in that
Yes.
time. Even though it says it's 15% or 17% protein, it may not be 17% digestible protein. So it's all very kind of complicated.
It's kind of complicated, but it's learnable. Something like you can
It's
learn.
definitely learnable, and it's been something I've put my life into doing.
Okay. And we are so thankful because you are here today being interviewed and sharing us this type of knowledge. So there are some fanciers, they will think that should I feed my birds twice a day or once a day, or how many protein before I raise them, before I send them to one loft race, those, because you started, everybody, back in the day, started in club racing. And we highly encourage many fanciers to still continue doing the club racing. And there are some techniques in regards with that, right? Like, for example, there will be a basketing before the basketing. So can you tell us a little bit information about that? Basketing Friday, let's say. What should I do? How am I going to feed the birds? What percentage? What kind of feed? Just a little bit of information.
The first thing I tell everyone who I work with is they must become a weatherman.
Okay.
You're getting ready to put a pigeon into a race.
Okay.
You must know what is that bird going to have to deal with to come home. Is it going to be a headwind race? Is it going to be a tailwind race? Is it going to be cloudy weather? Is it going to be sunny weather? Is it going to be a side wind? How fast do you think that bird will be able to fly that distance?
Okay.
How far is the race going to be?
Okay.
Then when you know that,
Okay.
which really you should that should be early in the week or the 2 weeks before,
Okay.
then you prepare that pigeon according to what you know it's going to have to deal with all during the week, not just basketing day. Basketing day is probably the least important day. It's all those days before that.
Correct.
So obviously if it's a short race and it's going to be fast, you don't going to feed the bird very much, right?
Yes.
If it's a hard race, you're expecting a long time on the wing, you got to put the fuel in the tank.
Correct.
And the fuel is fat and carbohydrates, not protein.
Not protein.
So you go higher with the fat,
Okay.
good fat.
So lower protein, higher fat,
Yeah,
good fat.
good fat, digestible fat. And it takes 48 hours for that fat to turn into energy. So
Okay.
you have to feed them on Thursday for a Saturday race.
Correct.
What you're giving them on Friday is less important.
Oh, okay. So, for example, now we're done with the feeding and everything. How about, of course, we cannot avoid our birds to get sick. What do you do and how do you prevent those?
I listen to the experts.
Okay.
The experts being the people who do it professionally for a
Okay.
living, like Dr. Colin Walker in Australia, who I
Okay.
consider to be one of the best in the world. Dr. Ralph Herbas is a good personal friend of mine from
Okay.
Belgium. several veterinarians. Dr. Wim Bodart is another one.
Okay.
People who do these things every day of their life.
Okay.
And that's all they do is health
Okay.
of pigeons. And I listen to what they say. Everything is an approach is different. We try to stay away from medicine as much as possible,
Yes.
but that's not always possible. What is important now is we know you must vaccinate.
Correct.
The more you vaccinate, the better, not the other
better.
way around. So if you vaccinate your young birds when they're 4 weeks old,
Okay.
and then you go and do a follow-up vaccine 3 weeks later with especially certain vaccines that are now available, you can prevent the young bird diseases that we've been dealing with for
Correct.
the last 10 or 12 years.
Because that's one of the many cases why other parents doesn't want their kids to be involved with pigeon hobby because of they are scared, you know, because of the fear of
Of a crossover disease.
crossover and
Okay,
also
so
like
first of all, in all the history of all the diseases of the pigeons and humans,
Correct.
there's been no crossover.
correct.
Okay, so as far as the disease jumping from a pigeon to a human, the percentage chance of that, you have a lot better chance of getting struck by lightning.
Correct.
Not
But at least now we can, you know, say that there's medications, vaccinations that
there's vaccinations for the viruses.
correct.
There are some products like the Ecotonic, which we've made a lot.
I'm about to say that.
That helps to decrease the amount of virus present in the water, so the birds don't ingest so much virus. To keep them healthier, that helps. But then bacteria is a whole different story.
Correct.
You're talking about the main one, Salmonella, which is all over the United States, all over the world. And there is still medicines available that will treat for that. I see it in the company every day when I get calls from customers all the time.
Correct.
Salmonella is still very prevalent.
Correct.
Mostly because the people don't vaccinate their birds.
Correct.
They don't keep their pigeons in the proper types of conditions in their lofts. And of course, they think a little 5-day medication treatment is going to be enough to take care of it, and that's not going to happen. So they don't use the medicines for long enough. They may not be using the proper medicine,
Correct.
and then they don't vaccinate.
I know, Mr. Ed, that you traveled most of the time in Europe, right? You met fanciers that been in the business for longer than we can think of. And when was the time that you thought that, oh, I can formulate this, what you are mixing now, the vitamins or the stuff, health preventions or whatnot, or diseases prevention. When did you come up with that idea that, oh, I can do this, I can make the mixtures and everything?
Well, it took a lot of help. I mean, I got very friendly with some people who were in the scientific research part of the business many years ago. It's research and proven techniques and proven statistical data of products that have been tested and tested and tested and tested, not by just a few, but by many.
Yes.
And then get access to the data.
Correct.
And when we have access to the data, okay, I got lucky to get access to the data. Then I could create my own, and I still had to hire professionals to help me.
Okay.
But we did it, and we have some good products now.
So what if the pigeon got sick? For example, I'm a new fancier. What should I do?
The first thing I'm going to do is ask you a whole lot of questions.
Okay.
Because I have to get an idea in my mind what your bird has been through in your lofts. How have you treated the bird or not treated the bird?
Okay.
And then knowing what I know from my background experience with pigeons, I can start to piece together an idea of what could probably be wrong with that bird.
Correct.
And I get those calls every single day.
Okay.
Numerous times. So 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes more in a day. I get those calls. So I'm constantly being challenged mentally to think what could be going on in this guy's loft. And he may be in Washington State or New York City or California or Florida or wherever. And they're all in different climates.
Correct.
They're all dealing with something different, but I have to ask the questions. So I'm going to try to find out, what type of loft do you have? What type of floor do you have? How often do you clean your loft? Do you clean your loft? Do you medicate? Do you vaccinate? What do you do?
Yeah.
And then give me the symptoms. What's the bird doing? Is the bird limping? Does the bird have a swollen wing? Does the bird droop his wing? Is the bird gasping for air? Does he have wet eyes? Does he have canker in the throat? Does he have mucus in the throat?
And they also,
is he losing weight?
The poop also, they're like, you know, if
And,
you
and how does the poop look? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. All of those things. We go through that whole thing,
Okay.
and then I get a mental image in my mind what that bird may have. And there's usually a choice of several things.
Okay.
And then we decide, okay, we're going to save you some money,
Okay.
so you don't have to spend a fortune trying to go to a veterinarian, and they're probably not going to know
Correct.
any better than me. Most veterinarians in the United States are not for pigeons, right?
Yes.
So it's difficult.
Correct.
In Europe, that would be a different story.
Yes.
Okay, so then we say, all right, these are the things it could probably be, so this is what we're going to use to try to treat. And let's keep our fingers crossed it works.
And you're open with that. Like, you know, people ask you questions and you don't get, you know, I mean, it's overwhelming. Like, you know, people calls you and everything,
It's what I do.
but that's what you do.
It's what I do.
Yeah.
So it's not overwhelming. It's gratifying to know that I'm right so many times.
Correct. That is
Because I take great pride in the fact that I'm very often correct. About 80 to 90% of the time. And customers will call me sometimes 5, 6, 7 months or a year later and say, man, what you told me to do worked like a charm. And some of it would be the craziest things to think that some of the stuff that had come into my mind that bird may have, you would never think, oh, that could happen to a pigeon. Yes, it could. And we've managed to overcome those problems. And so a lot of guys trust me. I have a large following of customers who call me and they trust that I'm going to give them as good of an answer as I possibly can. And many times it's going to be right.
I believe in the entire U.S., like fanciers around the United States.
Well, I also take pride in the fact that I've been here long enough
Correct.
that and travel the United States enough times, go to conventions, go give seminars everywhere around the United States, that many people have met me.
Correct.
And I've met many people. So we have a relationship. That at least we know one another.
And educate some new fanciers.
Yeah. I've given many seminars around the United States about health, about how to fly pigeons, about how to get pigeons healthy, how to do the genetics, various things. So I've been at it a long time. And when you have that many years behind you, generally you get some people to start knowing who you are.
Correct. and Ed is kind enough to tour us in his store, correct? And this is a house of...
The modest old place, right?
You said your grandma?
My great-grandmother.
Great-grandma's house here in Jeanerette, Louisiana. And after the tour, he will also show us his breeding loft, correct? Yes. Okay. Well, thank you again, sir. And then we're going to do the tour.
Okay, welcome in. You can see our humble abode here. It's an old place. My great-grandmother lived here long before I was born. And I ended up buying it from the estate. And we moved the business into this place. So we've been running in our little company here for 34 years at this location.
Nice.
Okay. All right, come in and see what we do. This is the room we do all the shipping in. So we're not set up for a beautiful showpiece of a place. What we do here is all day long we ship products all day long. You see these boxes, all of these boxes are all going out, and some days, you know, it depends on the day, but many days the room will be full to here with packages, postal, UPS, FedEx, sometimes DHL. We ship all over the United States, all over the world. 2 shipping desks. They take phone orders, we take internet orders, and whatever other way you can bring in an order. We do walk-in trade too occasionally, but most of it is shipping out. She may ship. There's boxes behind here. There's boxes over here. There's boxes that haven't been shipped yet that they're working on. And since we sell a variety of products besides the American products that we have sitting on the shelf here, we have products from all over the world. This is the European room where we have products from Belgium, Australia, Germany, England.
Okay.
So we have the Natural Company products here, the green and white ones. We have the Comed Company products line here. We have the Herbovet and Herbots Company over here. We have Versilla Laga products on the top. We have the Australian Pigeon Company products on the second shelf there. We have Pago products from Germany there. We have Herbovet here. We have the Buyer's line of products here. And we have all storage on top of the products. We keep the room cool. We keep it air conditioned so it's kept at a good temperature. We just got a container in yesterday, so we were moving all of this much into this room a lot yesterday. So we're still not quite completely organized, but that's part of it. Then through here we sell. This room is called our plastic room because everything in here is plastic. So we have nesting bowls, various types of nesting bowls. We have the heavy duty ones, durable ones, various types of drinkers, 2-liter drinkers, 1-liter drinkers, 1.5-liter drinkers, the bullet type drinkers, all the different types, various things from 5-liter to 7-liter and even bigger.
So Fanciers has choices.
Fanciers like choices.
Here you go. And you also have the clay, right?
We have the clay outside, yes.
Okay.
We have the clay bowls. We have the various, these little nests. These are very popular for inside the training baskets. They have little legs you can pop off and put them underneath. You can cut them to fit whatever size basket you're putting them in, or you can put them in a nest box so the bird can stand on here and get the bird away from its droppings if it becomes a problem. And then of course we have the snap bands over here where the marking bands we use to mark the birds for either whatever strain or whatever pair or whatever you're going to do with them. If you want to mark a bird for some reason, we have a lot of that, all different sizes and colors and shapes, and some with numbers, some without numbers. We have our own woodworking shop. We do little entry band, we call these ideal traps, where the birds can go in and out, or in and not out, in different sizes.
So you make those
We
here?
make those ourselves, but we have a woodworking shop that's about 20 miles from here.
That's nice.
And all the top up there is the same thing that's in these on the shelf here, but still in the boxes. Then we have over here our office manager Liz, who manages everything over here. All the paperwork goes through her. She's been with me 34 years, by the way. So she's more important to this place than I am. Then in here is our Benzing room.
Okay.
And this is Camille. She's more famous than I am.
Hello.
All over the United States. She does the clocks.
Okay.
She does the repairs. She does the sales.
Awesome.
You see she's fixing
Now
antennas right
the fanciers will see who's the
She does it all here.
person behind.
We are the
Behind the scenes.
We are the only certified Benzing repair center in the Western Hemisphere.
And can you tell me what are you doing now?
I'm replacing the cables on a 4-field antenna.
Okay. So for example, I have a Benzing and then it failed. I'm gonna call you and then tell you what's happening, and then I can send it to you.
That's right.
And you're the one.
I'm the one.
There you go.
She's the only one.
She's the only one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, by the way, I have a question with you. So, there's an updated Benzing, the M3. Can you tell us something about the M3?
I can show you the M3.
Okay.
The M3 holds 10,000 pigeons in it, and it's like it's the upgraded version of the M1 clock.
Okay.
It has where you can put multiple fanciers in there, so you have multiple lofts. In the future, it'll be ready for one loft racing. And what else it has? Oh, and master slave with the M1 clock.
Okay.
Not two M3s, but I can show you one.
Master slave means you can put two clocks together, one working as the master, one as a slave. So two different lofts could handle.
And this is the M3.
Two different people could handle.
That's nice. That's the M3.
Yes.
So if I have already the pad, I can still use the M3 from the M2 pad, right? Or should I upgrade everything?
If you have the PLB, the 4-field, the mini laser, and the 2-field is compatible with the M3 and the M2.
Oh. So this is the pad, right?
This is a 4-field.
Okay. And this was sent back by someone, something like that?
Yes, it was sent back by a customer. It actually had rusted cables. Well, broken cables.
Oh.
And they were rusted.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for that information.
You're welcome.
What is your message to our viewers in regards with upgrading with M3?
Ooh.
So what are they getting out of it?
A bigger capacity, a bigger processor.
Okay.
Faster. It's all
It's
about
faster,
speed.
yeah.
Speed.
Yeah,
Speed.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go back to Mr. Ed.
And here we have the actual room where all the Benzing stuff is stored.
The Benzing stuff here. Oh, there you go. M3.
So we take in a lot of trades. Okay, so we have trade-in clocks stacked here.
So I have M2. I want to get the M3. I can trade it to you.
Yes, oh yes. Not only that, but we take trades from all the other companies. So if someone has a Taurus or a Tipis or a Unicon or Brecon or one of those clocks and they want to trade in and get a Benzing, we have a way for you to do that.
That's nice.
We try to store some of them as long as we can, but then...
And if ever I don't have the budget to buy the M3 yet, I can buy the used M2. Is that possible like that?
We have sometimes used clocks available, yes.
And what? Well, that's nice though. Okay.
What's also important is the box room.
Okay, there you go.
Because you can't ship something without boxes, right? So we have bottles over there, and we have boxes over here. And usually, sometimes we also like to recycle boxes. We don't like to throw boxes away, so we do a lot of used boxes, recycle boxes. Lots of boxes constantly. We're constantly moving around boxes. This creates a bottleneck.
You also sell a shipping box, right? Like the Pigeon shipping box?
Yes, we do. That's out in the warehouses.
Okay, and you're going to show that to us later.
Sure.
Okay.
And of course, we have all the vaccines. So we sell lots of vaccines.
Those are the
European rota vaccine here, herpes vaccine, American PMV.
That is the most
American
popular.
salmonella.
I always, see that, the PNB.
What is the most popular?
Yeah.
I think the vaccine for young birds right now is the most popular. That's the PMV rota.
Yeah, that's the.
Okay, so I need to introduce you to Hasia. Many of our customers know Hasia because they speak to her on the phone. What they don't know that Hasia does behind the scenes, not only does she pack the orders, take the orders, she can take them in Spanish as well as English.
Oy, habla español. Sí.
But she also manages the back for me.
That's nice.
So all the breeding records of my pairs, she's in charge of. She helps me with the medication, she helps me with the vaccination, she helps me with the feeding, she helps me with everything in that. Then, if I'm not here, she drives the forklift and unloads the containers. And she speaks Spanish and can fix things. So, hey, she's a...
So now
everybody needs employees like her.
Putting a face on the voice.
Correct.
Right? Any mensaje para customers?
Vamos a Siegel para comprar sus cosas para las palomas.
Las palomas. Gracias, señorita. And buenos días. And nice meeting you. Mucho gusto.
Maybe. So you can see with all the pallets we have to get rid of that we accumulate a lot of stuff over a short period of time. Those accumulation in less than 3 months. This is the trailer I travel with, one of them, around the United States. Many fanciers have seen me with this trailer. I haul the products in it. So here is, again, we just unloaded this container yesterday at this time, so less than 24 hours ago. All of this feed is sold. We'll be deliver this feed in a few days. Nest felts, nesting felts. These are picking stones, vitamin buckets, mineral buckets. We have some here and some inside.
So you repack those minerals, right?
No, those are sold the way they come. But we do have some that we repack.
Yeah, you repack it like it's in the bulk, like big container, something like that.
And of course, here's my straps. Very important to have straps when you're hauling a lot of stuff.
Correct. And what are these?
That's picked stones in a pot.
Oh,
so we call them pick pots.
Okay. Same thing with the other one.
Picking stone in a pot.
In a pot.
Yeah, very popular during breeding season.
Okay.
All right. And then over here is the rest of the products. This is where we store all of our grit, all the stones, the various types of grit. So we have grit, regular grit, grit with redstone, plain redstone.
And these are the
those are the clay bowls.
That's the one I'm gonna buy later because I need
clay bowls.
Clay bowls like that.
3 pallets we just brought in, just came in. And like I said, when they break, which they do, we use them on our birds.
Those are the ones that you used.
That's the ones we use.
Okay.
They like them. We also have floor dressings. This whole row is floor dressing for keeping the floor dry and absorbing moisture.
Awesome.
And not a lot of dust. That's this little area. Then here is our forklift and some more storage space for various products that we sell. Drinkers, a lot of plastic goods in here. We're still not done taking the full inventory of everything that was on that container. We have floor grates back there, the type that you can walk on. They're all still palletized and shrink wrapped.
And you also ship those, of course, right?
We ship everything.
Everything.
There's a little boxes you can put an individual bird in. There's another trailer we use to ship when we're going to a smaller convention. And then the flatbed where we haul the feed on.
Okay.
You see over there. And here is 2 bags of feed got busted open when we were unloading. So that's what we feed our pigeons.
Okay.
There you see it. It's all packed. These are the bath pans we sell. There's drinkers over here. All drinkers back here. Some more feed we're planning to use for our own birds. And some of it that's gotten too old and we're going to throw it away.
Okay.
But that's kind of a synopsis of the whole property for the product stuff. And then when we get to the birds, we'll go over here and we'll start on this side and give you a quick walkthrough on that. So here in South Louisiana, it's so hot that the main thing for keeping the pigeons healthy is fresh air, as much as possible, oxygen. So we have open cages as much as we can. We don't worry as much about wintertime closing up the birds because we don't get that severe of a winter. The main thing is to keep the birds breathing good. So our breeding sections start there and they run the way I designed it. as the property that we had. So we went ahead and designed it like L's. We call that the little L, and this is the big L. And every cage is numbered. And there's the breeding cards we put on the door for each year. The pair is usually put in a cage like so. We still haven't finished cleaning, but we're going to re-clean all of these cages at the end of when it's all finished. You can see we have the grates that we walk on. So there will be, when breeding season comes around, this cage will be cleaned up, ready to go, new fresh bowls in it, and birds in it, one pair at a time. One pair per cage.
So nice.
And
that's a big breeding cage for one pair, huh?
We like to give them a lot of room.
Yep, being comfortable.
And we have here 76 like this that we can walk in, and as you can see if you look down the row.
So we can walk here, right?
Yeah, we have 76 different cages.
This is nice.
And you know what we try to do when it's time to bathe them, we attach the door like so to the wire, and we have a board up here that prevents them from flying over the door. We put a bath pan out here on the concrete, so the pair can come out, walk out here, bathe, fly around a little bit in the hall, and go back in, and then it keeps them nice. And
can you show us your favorite pair? I mean, it's unfair to say that to other birds, but you know, every fancier has their favorite, you know.
Favorite? Well, you know, there's the pairs that get the most publicity. All right. So you got like all the Porsche 911s. That's right now hot stuff. And
correct.
We have 2 direct children and about to have 3 of Porsche 911. But you know what becomes a favorite is what does the job.
Correct.
So we haven't had the Porsches long enough to say, okay, these are the ones. Every pair has special meaning to me.
Correct.
You can take a look at this cock right here, as a matter of fact. If you take a look at him, he's a chocolate.
Yep.
Well, the chocolate family kind of is a little bit I had a big part in the formation of that family because I bred the mother.
Okay.
So when the famous chocolate pair was put together, it was a hen from me with an imported Jansen cock, and Mikey Cortez bred the pigeon in Puerto Rico and sent it to Gallo Loft, and Gallo won the Gulf Coast Classic with it, and then history was made as that bird became a super breeder. Then I bought the pair back from Mike Cortez and moved them here, and then we began to breed them here and donated a lot of them to things like the Wounded Warriors and various functions for raising money to help the sport. So a lot of them were donated, but I did sell a few, and then those birds that got out began to breed in winter after winter after winter after, and still after all these years, still in the big races. The Gulf Coast Classic winner this year was a chocolate. The Unit 10 Challenge winner this year was a chocolate. One of the top 10 birds in the Hoosier race 2 years ago was a chocolate. And they continue to win, not only for me, but for so many other people around the United States. That's an old family that's kind of special to me because I had a big part in developing it. And now they're really my family because now I've gone several generations into them. And now I'm putting the genetic finishing touches on them. So I think they're going to be a family that's going to be here for a long, long time.
But let me tell you, when you say Siegel, Ed, you know, the word of mouth is Musketeer.
I guess you could say those are the closest to my heart, the Musketeers.
And do you still have that bird?
Oh, I got a lot.
Can you show us?
Let's see. Let's go over here and I'll show you some of the older retired pigeons that I got in the back. One of the main characteristics of this family when I got them is that they were so pretty.
So
So one of the things about this family, when I first got them, I bought that whole loft. They were the champion sprint loft of Belgium 7 years in a row in the top 5 champion sprint loft of Belgium with this family of birds.
and that is a Musketeer, right?
Musketeer.
So what is the characteristic, like physical attributes of Musketeer?
They're very buoyant pigeon. They're very light in the hand. They feel like nothing in the hand. They have prominent eyes, although I'm not an eye guy too much. They have very prominent eyes. If you look there, many of them have those deep wine-colored eyes with the gray circles, and they look what some people would call almost violet. The dominant type, you see them fighting you. They have a dominant characteristic about them. They're pretty. I like that pencil coloring with white flights. They're not a long-distance pigeon, but despite the fact that they're not a long-distance pigeon, some of them have won 500-mile races. So they're pretty versatile pigeons.
Are they known for speed?
They were known for speed back when I bought them. But as the years have progressed, their faster families have come onto the game, like the Harrimans and the Vandenbukes and other families that have been faster. But these pigeons are still very versatile because they are, as time has gone on and I've continued to work with them, they continue to produce pigeons that win. And they're tougher than you might think they are. Now people are winning with them in one-loft races. So a friend of mine who buys them, almost every year he buys a few, he lives in Hawaii. He says they don't fly good over the water in Hawaii, but when he crosses them on his pigeons and he puts them in one-loft races, he invariably wins money. He's won the California Classic, he's won the Royal Cup, he's won the Texas Shootout, he's had the first average speed pigeon in the Texas Shootout, all with half Musketeer pigeons. So, you know, these birds are special to me because we had the first national North American ace twice with this family of birds. 2 times flying in club racing. So these are birds that I really like. One of the cocks from the Blue Pearl, and he's quite a well-built pigeon. He's got phenomenal muscle on him. He's got short forearms. He's everything that we all like about racing pigeons in the way you handle them. He's got tight vents. He's not deep. He's moderately long in his cast for his keel. He's got a great wing. He's got extremely good muscling and great vibration in his muscles. He's got, of course, very pretty eyes. For those who like eyes, got the nice rich iris. He's he's quite a nice bird, and he's got the characteristics that I want to put into my chocolate family and my Musketeers and some of the other ones for one-loft racing.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for letting us visit you in your loft and in your store. Any message for our viewers, you know, especially for the new fanciers?
My message would be, take the sport for what it offers. The sport is a great sport, and it offers wonderful chances to enjoy yourself, and it's relaxing if you let it be relaxing. Don't overcrowd your loft with too many pigeons. Try not to get wooed by too many people trying to sell you something. Try to get to where you know about the birds, know about their health, know about how to enjoy racing them, and enjoy the sport for what it has to offer, because the sport has a lot to offer. Especially, I think, people of any age, not just older, more retired people, but even young kids. We got to get them out of the video rooms, right?
Correct.
And I think this is one way to do it. Back to association with some nature. So it tells you a little bit about how quality that family is.
Gosh. The body is really awesome. Oh, it's on. So what is the bloodline of this?
That's Hardy Kruger,
Hardy Kruger.
son of the famous Blue Pearl.
Wow.
grandson of Black Power.
You like buoyant birds, huh? Of course.
Well, part of that is the way we feed them. We don't give them unnecessary stuff.
Really nice. I like this one. Is this a hen or cock?
That's a cock.
It's, I mean, you know, people think like, you know, pearl eye versus non-pearl eye. So I don't know if you believe that, but that's how I do it though. It's really awesome. Thank
Well,
you for
again,
that.
I remember I told you performance.
Performance.
That's what makes me tick.
That's true.
All that eye stuff is good, but it better be performance.
Guys, you can tell that I'm not from here in Louisiana. Ed is not sweating, and I'm like, I'm already soaked.
You gotta live in it a while, man. Then you get used to it.
Bathing already with my sweat, you know. and Ed, if you can see, it's like, you know, he's not sweating. Well, thank you so much again, and thank you for watching.